High school proficiency exam. Hi everyone. Let's move on. Problem number 37. The seniors at East High School voted for their favorite category for the yearbook. The results of the vote are represented in the bar graph. Best smile, best grades, best couple, best humor, and everything is represented on this graph where you have the frequency in which those four categories were voted, right? From 0 to 100, and it looks like the best smile had the highest frequency. Now, frequency of votes, right? The question is, which category received more than 20% of the vote but less than 30% of the vote? And let's find out. Your options are best smile, best grades, best couple, best humor, best students. That should be you, right? Well, because we have to find what represents the 20% of the vote, and because we have to compare that to the given data, and we have to find among the four category which one is greater than 20% and less than 30%. Probably you and we should start with finding what is the 100%. And when I'm saying 100%, I'm referring to the votes, right? What represents the 100% of the total number of votes from the seniors of East High School? And how can we find that? Think about it. You're looking at the data, looking at the graph, and think about how can I find what number, or what is the number of votes? What is the total number of votes for this survey here, right? Because that will give you the 100% of the vote. How can you find that? Well, very simple, right? I'm looking at the categories and I'm looking at the number of votes for each category. Well, if I will add them, that will give me the total number of votes, and that will give me the 100% number of votes, right? And I have, whichever way you want to follow here, 28 plus 38. 28 plus 38 gives you what? 66. And why I've chosen that is because, now I can go by adding 84 to it, plus 84, and you guys see that 4 plus 6 is what? 0, 10, right? 8 plus 6 is 14, plus 1 will be 115. And then all I have to do is to add 15, and I find that there are 200 votes. You may say total votes. The total number of votes counted in this survey is 200. And now I have to find what is 20% of that. What is 20%? 20% of 200, right? Well, you guys remember there are many ways to find this. Can you tell me what is 10% of 200? Right? 10% of 200 will be 200 divided by 10. You double that and you find what is 20%. Or you may say 20% is what? 20 times 200 divided by 100. Why am I doing it this way? Because 200 over 100 is actually giving you 1% of the 200, and if you multiply it by 20, you find what is 20%. To find this one, simplify very quick. 100 goes into 100 twice, right? And I have 20 times 2, which is going to be 40. So 40 represents the 20%. And I have to look for a category that receives more than 20%. More means it cannot be below 40%, right? Be below 40 as numbers, below 40 votes. And I'm going to my graph and I'm saying, hey, best humor, not good. Best couple, not good. I need something that would be greater than 40. And I have this 50. Now, obviously you may say, hey, this should be the answer because that best smile seems to be a lot. However, I mean, that best smile is pretty close to what? To 50%, right? But in order for you to verify, the next step should be to find what is what? What is 30% of 200, right? And by following the same approach, will be 30 times 200 over 100 is 30 times what? Times 2, which is 60. So 60 votes will be representing what? Will be representing the 30% of the total number of votes. And obviously 60 is between 50 and 84, right? And that's why, as you guys guessed it previously, the answer for this problem will be B, best grades. The best grades category received a number of votes that's more than 20% but less than 30%. And what if I will ask you, what if the problem will ask you, what percentage of the total number of votes is this best grades votes representing? How can you find that? Well, you guys remember, you divide the part by the total, right? And to find what percentage is that, you're gonna say, hey, it's 50 divided by 200, and that gives you what? Well, 50 goes in 200 4 times. That's 1/4, and this is actually 25%. And this could have been another approach to find out which one is between 20 and 30%. So whichever way you've chosen, you should be fine as long as you're doing your calculations and you're doing your reasoning in a logical, mathematical, algebraic, good way. This is it. That's how you solve a problem that will be similar to this one. I will see you guys soon.